Hey guys, my name is Kelly. I do energy healing. I make orgone energy generators and I wrote two books. I wrote a book about energy healing called Synergy, a Modern Healer's Guide to Complete Bioenergy Wellness that you can get on Amazon. And one of my customers actually asked me a great question this week. He was like, "Do you have any tips for cleansing your energy?" And I was like, "Yeah, I wrote a whole book about it." So obviously, I recommended my book. And I recommend my book to all of you because there's so many great tips in it. I cover a variety of topics, but I will tell you what I told him. The two most basic things that you can do to get started on cleansing your energy is first you have to identify, well, what's making your energy dirty per se. And for all of us nowadays in our modern society, we're affected by our technology. We all have cell phones, Wi-Fi routers, cell towers, and many people are even wearing their technology on their body now, which I personally don't do. What I do instead is I wear more healthy things like crystals, and I wear an orgone energy pendant like the ones I make and sell on Etsy, which gets me to my first tip for cleansing your energy is to mitigate the harmful technology in your environment. You can always have orgone energy around you. I have been making orgone energy generators and selling them on Etsy now for several years because they've helped me so much. Before I knew about orgone energy, I was very adversely affected by Wi-Fi. I had horrific anxiety and insomnia, and that solved that for me right away. And I sell, this is an example of the pyramids I make and sell on Etsy. And when you cast little metal shavings in a catalyzing resin, it creates what is known as the Casimir effect, which essentially makes this into a negative ionizing scalar energy generator. There's crystals in here that also help to restructure and amplify the energy. And so this is essentially a filter that helps to mitigate the harmful EMF in your home, your office, so that you feel better and you're not as adversely affected by the technology. So I would recommend keeping orgone energy generators in your home and office. So there's pendants, pyramids. If you're looking for an economical option, I make these tower busters and sell them in sets. You can get a set, put them all over your house. You can put them in your yard. They're great for plants and repelling pollution as well. So this is very healthy to keep around your environments. My first tip would be to use orgone energy so you're not as adversely affected by your technology. And in addition to that, we're affected by spiritual energy. The human visible light spectrum is very small compared to what is actually out there. We're affected by our emotional energy, the emotions of others, the people that have been in our space, the people we've interacted with while we were out, etc. So it's just a good idea to cleanse your aura and your space. I do this daily. Obviously, I work with energy a lot and I'm into this. For some people, they might not want to do it that often, maybe every other day, maybe once a week. But if you're sensitive every day, I would cleanse your aura and your space. You can use a bundle of dried sage, stick of Palo Santo, some type of incense. Any type of dried herbs are cleansing. And you smoke out your aura, smoke out your space, open up the doors and windows and let it air out. And I also use an aura spray. I make and sell these on Etsy. And if you're not able to use a smoke, you can use this instead. And this contains plant, crystal essences, sea salt. I spritz it all over my aura, all over my space. It makes me feel good. So yeah, those are my tips to get started on energy cleansing is to, take care of your technology and regularly cleanse your aura and your space. And there's so many ways to do that, but those are the easiest and most basic ways to get started. And if you need deeper help, I'm available for energy healing sessions. You can learn more under the Energy Healing Services tab on my website. And you can also link my books, my Etsy shop, and everything at kellybrinhealing.com. I hope that's helpful.